The face of the Saudi government, Mohammed Bin Suleman, is known to have a passion for science fiction movies. But how is it possible that he'd keep it to a normal limit? With one of the most exuberant lifestyles on earth, the Arab leader has announced plans to make a futuristic dystopian city in a country that used to be nothing but a desert. That's right, folks, in Saudi Arabia. But what do we know about this plan? How many people will be able to live there? What would be the other specialties of MBS's new project? Well, buckle up and stick to the end because we're going to talk all about this and so much more in today's video. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's talk about the name of the project. The Neom project is one of the latest obsessions of the Saudi leader, and we must say a lot of effort was put in the name. An amalgamation of Arabic and Greek, Neom pretty much means future city. And when we think of what the project might have in store for us, the name makes so much more sense. This dystopian land will be home to around 9 million people. But is this project particularly meant for the Saudi nationals? Absolutely not. According to MBS, both Saudis and non-Saudis can live here without any such restrictions. But the question is Mohammed bin Suleman's obsession with science fiction movies the only reason behind this jaw-dropping project? Or is there any other motive behind it? Well, as we all know, the biggest reason behind Saudi Arab's stable economy is its oil reservoirs. But Mohammed bin Suleman wanted another big pillar that could balance the weight of the country's economy. So to provide another business opportunity to several other fields that aren't related to petroleum or petrochemical products, the face of the Saudi government announced the Neom project. But how long will it take? After all, an entire city is going to be built from scratch. It's not like there's a lot going on in the area where MBS plans to create Neom. And where's that? In the barren, dry, and hot province of Tabuk. Sounds like a letdown, doesn't it? Well, who are we to worry about the project if the Crown Prince is so confident about his plans? In fact, he's announced that the project will be fully executed and the city will be completely prepared by 2030. And what will be the main attraction in this project? Well, if you guys remember the legendary and historical pyramids of Giza, then you might be shocked to know that MBS plans to do something quite similar to those. That's right, folks, a rather futuristic take on one of the wonders of the world will be in Neom. But that's not the only awe-inducing part of the project. There's so much more. And we've mentioned earlier, Mohammed bin Suleman happens to have a keen interest in science fiction movies. So how is it possible that it won't be reflected in his billion-dollar fantasy city project? From flying lights to urban spaceports that'll launch people into outer space, there is no such thing as too much. The Crown Prince has often expressed his intentions to create more such projects and give opportunities to the locals and the foreigners. Not only that, but he's also announced to make a ski resort in the middle of the city. Surprised? Don't be. The project is being overseen by one of the most powerful men on earth, and the guy lives like a literal god. So if he wants to have a ski resort in a futuristic city located in pretty much a desert, he'll get it. This ski resort will be located in a man-made valley that'll be carved into the side of a mountain. And the most important thing for a ski resort, the snow, will be created by high temperature drops and, of course, the altitude. But who's going to invest in this project? Yeah, Mohammed bin Suleman is opening his treasure chest, but we most certainly can't expect him to pay for it all. Well, for that, he's going to need investors from abroad. And to attract such wealthy elites from Europe, he's announced a yacht marina in his fantasy city as well. Since we've talked about the Crown Prince's love for science fiction Hollywood movies, which movies do you think inspired his idea? Well, the Arab leader has hired some of the most talented and well-reputed designers that have played a very important part in several blockbuster hits. Movies like The Dark Knight, Guardians of the Galaxy, and World War Z have been given their iconic and signature futuristic touch by these big names. Situated close to the border of Jordan and Egypt, this fantasy city is expected to be 3 times bigger than New York. Can you tell that the prince is aiming high? Seems like MBS is going with the go big or go home plan. But on one hand, where everything looks very technical, majestic, and futuristic, there's some problems that need solutions before the plan goes anywhere near execution. For example, among all the tall buildings, where are the citizens supposed to get sunlight from? The only thing they'll be getting is a huge shadow. When it comes to traveling, MBS has that covered too. The Arab royalty plans on constructing a luxurious high-speed bullet train that's expected to transport everyone from one end of the city to the other in just a matter of 20 minutes. Alrighty folks, that's all for today. Click on one of the two videos on your screen right now, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.